Hello, my name is Stephen Butel. I'm the Sales Director for HTX Solutions, and we're here in beautiful Brainerd, Minnesota at the Crow Wing County Municipal Solid Waste Landfill, where we have deployed a commercial HTX landfill leachate treatment solution to treat the leachate to near drinking water specifications. Let me show you around.
Let's take a quick look at the process flow diagram for the Crow Wing County landfill. This process flow diagram will be referred back to as I walk you through each piece of equipment so you can really follow along what we're doing to treat this leachate.
The raw leachate, either directly from the landfill or from one of several ponds that they have on site, comes into our treatment systems through these pipes. It then enters three 20,000 gallon storage tanks so that we can provide a reservoir of raw leachate for treatment. The raw leachate from the storage tanks is pumped over to this heat exchanger for heating. This heat exchanger is heated by this boiler, which uses landfill gas to heat glycol, a heat transfer media, which transfers its heat to the leachate through the heat exchanger. The hot leachate is then pH adjusted so that we can easily remove the ammonia in the ammonia stripper, which I'll take you over to now. After heating and adjusting the pH of the leachate, we pump it into the top of this tower. This is the ammonia stripper, where we send the hot pH adjusted leachate to the top of the tower. We put air in the bottom, and the air strips the ammonia so that we can take the leachate and treat it further in the HTX unit. We're now going into the HTX unit. The HTX unit was designed by HTX and built by Caterpillar. The HTX unit is modular and mobile, and it allows us to treat on site anywhere in the world. Come on inside and I'll show you the heart of the HTX technology. We're now entering the HTX unit, where we've modularized everything inside this 40-foot container so that we can take it anywhere. I'm going to take you over to the brains of the operation. This is the HTX control panel. From this control panel, we control everything within this 40-foot container, and we also control everything outside the container. All right, we're now going to enter into the heart of the HTX unit, and this is our electrochemical reactor. This is where all the wastewater comes in the bottom of the unit. It goes through an electrochemical process where we take soluble material and convert them into insoluble material so that they settle out and can be separated from the water, and we end up with treated water and a solid. So I'm going to then take you outside and show you where the solids go. The treated leachate and the suspended particles come into our clarifier system, where we add a coagulant and a flocculant. And the idea is to take the very small particles, make them bigger, so they will settle by gravity through this separate clarifier system that has inclined plates in it. From here, the stream is split into two streams. One, clean treated water, clean treated leachate, and the other is a sludge that will go on to further processing and drying. From the bottom of the clarifier, we take the wet sludge and we bring it into this screw press. In this screw press, we add polymer and we squeeze the water out of the sludge so that we get a paste-like sludge that is benign and passes T-clip, allowing us to dispose of it in the landfill as a non-hazardous sludge. The treated leachate from the top of the clarifier is sent to these multimedia filters, where these filters remove any fine particles that are left over in the treated leachate, so that we have a very clean water to give back to our customer. All right, landfill leachate contains hundreds of different contaminants, but the worst one for the environment is PFAS, PFAS, per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, the never-ending chemical. These things never break down in the environment, and they are a major health concern that the EPA and all the states are starting to look at very carefully. Our HTX systems removes the majority of these compounds through our patent pending technology, where we take our electrochemical reactor cell and we operate it in a specific way that allows us to remove the large majority of PFAS that's in landfill leachate. But for those clients that want us to get down to non-detect levels for PFAS and for boron, we do a final polishing. For the PFAS, we'll use granular activated carbon, and for the boron, we'll use an ion exchange resin to get down to non-detect levels. Those levels will allow us to meet almost every state's direct discharge standards for treated water. The HTX treated leachate, once it's all finished on our site, we transfer it via pump over to our client's pond. The client collects the leachate in the pond, and then they spray it on the 37-acre spray field. And that is the final disposal mechanism for the treated leachate. And we're making sure that that leachate is clean enough so it doesn't have any impact on their groundwater.